I can remember back when I was 8 years old, spending my weekends either building something or restoring. I always had the interest for doing things on my own, whether it was building or fixing what I broke. When I started building my first tables with this company, I realized at that point, okay, I actually have a decent background in woodworking. One of my older brothers wanted the shuffleboard for his house. And I told my brother, I said, don't spend $10,000. I'll design and make one for him. And at the time, I maybe had $1 to my name. So I designed one, I made 2 of them. First one went to my brother, I sold the second one before I finished making them. Used that money to buy the rest of the materials, and then people just kept asking me for them. Started making more of them, and then really just added more models. And from there, yeah, we've been fortunate to have a pretty good growth in a short amount of time. You know, we're not in this to make a table that lasts a few years. We want to put out a product that's going to last for generations. What sets our boards apart from other competitors and other boards is we use the highest quality materials, down to the hard rock maple for the playing surface. If we don't use fabricate them out of metal, steel, or stainless steel, they're all handcrafted out of solid wood. Epoxy that we use, everything that we pour, we attach the climatic adjusters to the board prior to pouring. And what that allows us to do is not only get a consistent pour lengthwise, but also side to side too. We also use finger joints on all the boards, which is a far superior joint. Process in which we pour the epoxy, it allows us to get a true 90-degree edge on the epoxy. Why that's important? Well, if you throw a weight on a board that has a beveled edge or a rounded edge, instead of that weight hanging on the edge, it'll actually fall off. Whereas on our boards, it'll actually stay there like it should and hang. We then router the sides and sand the plank. After we pour and router and finish the edges of the epoxy on the plank, we seal the sides, we gauge each climatic down to the 10,000ths of an inch concave prior to shipping it. That way when the board arrives, it's set up the way it should be and ready to play out of the box.
I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm proud of what he's done for himself, but what he's provided for so many other people, not just the people that work here, but for all of our customers. I think seeing others enjoy playing the game and enjoying their purchase in the product exceeds every expectation that he has, and we all love to be a part of as well.
The reward in doing, especially some of the first tables I built was, taking something that's raw and seeing that product from start to finish come together and end up in somebody's hands who enjoys it, who appreciates the quality, and actually is something that them and their family can have fun with. That's the rewarding part of all this.